Hey, Amelia, I have a song for you.
Hello, Callum.
I wrote a song. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, hit me.
Everywhere you look, there's a horse or three. Martin's there for you at Wayne and Priory. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Can horses?
Hello. It's been a while since I've been here,
Can ho-
and Callum is riding a horse backwards.
yeah. Can horses go down rocks?
I think that is famously easy to do.
Oh well, I've gotten them up on the rock. We're the Rock Boys. What was
Callum,
that?
where is your tail protruding from on that
Um,
plate armor?
the back. I'm
Is
not
is there
wearing
a did
pants.
somebody punch a hole?
It's unfortunately become a part
Okay.
of our character that we don't wear pants. Are you guys gonna follow me, or have I trapped you in rock
Well,
hell?
well, I guess if you're an Argonian, you probably don't wear pants when you're in Black. I don't think the Argonians wear clothes when they're in Black Marsh.
Then why do we have underwear? Like every other character, we have like a loincloth. Why is that?
Well, I think that's just because I think that's just for modesty and the fact that I don't think Todd Howard wanted the Bethesda team to model realistic reptile genitals and only realistic reptile genitals. Everybody else has underwear, but the Oregonians do not. Come on.
Hang on. Whoop! I found out what that button does. How do I get off the
So, Callum,
horse?
what are we doing actually?
There we go. Well, I'm looting
What are
this
we
body.
actually doing in this stream?
What we're doing is
What is the objective?
we're going to Cloud something temple because Joffrey wants us to go. Don't know why Sean Bean is trusting another guy named Joffrey. That didn't work out great for him last time. But like, Joffrey said, we have to.
Well, technically, Oblivion predates.
Well, no, it predates Game of Thrones, but it
Yeah,
doesn't predate like
doesn't
the
it?
book. It predates the TV show.
Yeah, okay, I suppose, but like, how many people knew about the books before? Well, I guess a lot of people.
I don't know actually. The books were a success, but I feel like they're way more of a success because of the show. Oh hey, it's a wolf.
Yeah, I don't think that the books were okay. So the thing about the books is that before the TV show came out, I would say that George R. R. Martin had like standard fantasy author success. Like he had people who were buying his books. He was making some money from them, but I don't think that his books were like a household name, in the way that like Lord of the Rings was,
Yeah.
right? And then the TV show comes out, and suddenly everybody has to know about this series of his, and it becomes an overnight global sensation. And now, if you say the word Game of the words Game of Thrones, everybody has some idea of what it was. But if you did that like in 2006, nobody
Yeah.
would know.
It's wild to me that we can't attack from horseback. Oh my god, where did you guys come from?
Yeah, I mean,
They're just like they teleport.
yeah, I mean, I've been teaching a class on how to fight. Yeah, I think they do that. They're quest NPCs, right?
Yeah. You've been teaching a class on how to fight?
But yeah, I've been teaching a class on how to fight from horseback, and it's much harder than you think. It's actually pretty difficult to hit something when you're on a horse, just because of how fast the horse is moving relative to whatever it is that you're attacking.
Would you say it's difficult to
Dude,
be
I never post
a
my
horse?
doodles. Yes. The I never post my doodle says the SOIF books can be seen in the library scene 10 things I hate about you for like 10 seconds.
Oh,
Yeah.
wild. Also,
Yeah, that's interesting.
I've never seen them abbreviated to just
Yes?
Song of Ice and Fire before. It's always ASOIF.
Yeah, ASOIF. That's why it threw me for a loop there for a second. I'm like, SOIF? What is SOIF? I know an ASOIF, but I don't know a SOIF.
Do you want to hear
Um,
something fun about the PlayStation 5 controller?
Yeah, sure.
I can feel the hoof like beats through the controller when the horse sprints.
That's really sophisticated. That's like a detail that I don't think was in the original game.
Yeah. Okay. No, sweetie, honey, baby girl, my glorious horsey friend, I need you to jump. There are demons? No, we're reversing. It's like learning how to drive all over again. There were plenty of demons when I had to learn how to drive.
Doodles says, "Okay, I'm the only one here. Stop roasting me." We're not roasting you. We're not roasting you, Doodles.
Also, you're not the only one here. There is at
just...
least one other person here.
Yeah, we have 4 viewers.
Hey. So we have you, I never post my doodles, and 2 lurkers. And Rix has come to aid.
Says, "I've come to aid." Thank you, Rix.
Gondor called, and you answered. Where was Gondor when the Westfold fell? Probably fighting orcs.
Actually, if you... Well, no, I mean, if you look into the books, so I think what the implication is that Gondor was busy fighting, like, in the south of Gondor, when the Westfold was busy falling, and the issue is this, like, the infrastructure in Middle-earth is not very good, so, like, it takes weeks for a primarily infantry army that is Gondor to travel anywhere, you know? Because the Númenórean Empire that Gondor is based on, they had ships. So they could take a ship and take that ship pretty much to most places. But Gondor doesn't have that kind of navy anymore. So in order for them to get anywhere, they have to physically move guys on foot because they don't have a mounted army like Rohan, right? Like the Rohirrim can be everywhere because every guy is a horse rider and they all have lots of horses. So they can just keep riding around like a horde of Mongolians, basically.
A Mongol horde? Oh god, have I found yet another demon? I am swimming
Doodle
in
says
demons.
It's not like they had cars or trains. Yeah, I mean, even if Gondor... So I think it's possible that Gondor knew about the situation in the Westfold, but that they didn't actually have the ability to mobilize. You know, they didn't have the like logistical capacity to put multiple armies into the field, and with the threats from the south, I think they figured, well, we kind of just have to deal. And if we manage to survive, then we'll go and help the Rohirrim. And it just so happened that the Rohirrim are able to take care of themselves.
Wait.
And Rick says horses are OP, not gonna lie. Yeah, horses are OP, right?
They get nerfed in the
I was teaching a class on jousting a while back. And if you can get the horse to like get a sense of what you're doing and to get the horse to trust you, the horse will in fact do a lot of really OP things that it's very hard to deal with as a guy on foot. I will say, as a standard footman.
Here's the thing, though. Can you ever really own a horse? Well, I'm here now. Record scratch. Yeah. I bet you're wondering how I got into this situation.
I never post my doodle says horses rule. Okay, so we have 5 viewers. Are any of you horse people? Have any of you actually ridden horses or been around horses?
Okay. Oh, wait. Am I about to Skyrim this?
You know, Caleb, if you were riding a mountain goat, I feel like you could actually get up there. But a horse, no ways.
This is a Bethesda game. So we'll see. Okay, no. I know what that button does. It's supposed to jump. Oh, whoa, what's happening now? I mean, it's trying its best. Okay, let's go at this from a different angle, a different point of attack. Attack the mountain. Go, jump, ascend, levitate. Fuck, I have attracted a bear and an imp and I think that's a wizard. Is that Martin? Oh my god, Martin!
Rix, so you have a friend that's into horses? That's cool. I have a lot of friends who are into horses as well. And
you currently have friends.
Yeah, I mean, Doodles. If you haven't ridden a horse, it's quite an experience. I do recommend that you go for a safe riding school. And it's fun to be enthusiastic about horses because horses are cool. And
Well, I mean, we're making it work.
yeah, Doodle's making a good point. The Imperials built a perfectly good road, Callum.
No.
They built a perfectly good road, and you insist on doing this.
It's working. You can argue, but it's working. We made it.
God damn it.
Oh, man.
I don't think they fixed the terraining in Oblivion. You should not be able to do what you're doing.
Look, homie, with
Like-
determination and willpower and a lack of pants, you can do whatever. This is what we are learning on the stream today. Every stream of ours has to have a moral lesson.
Yeah, I guess you can. I mean, you're supposed to go up this.
Yeah?
Yeah, and the moral lesson is that Callum makes his own rules. Because, you're supposed to go up the scenic mountain road and, like, take in the sights, and you just sort of, like, hightailed skedaddle.
I mean, look. Is that the... Wait, okay, so first of all, I know that tower is a house that you can get. Like, if you do a quest and then furnish it and stuff, you own it. And it's a really good house, and it looks cool. But look over there. I know that's like a church or something, but doesn't it look exactly like the College of Winterhold?
Kind of does, yeah. Sure. Well, no. Would you be able to see Winterhold from Cyrodiil? Like, if you got very high up, would you be able to see? No, I don't think you would.
Well, this isn't the
Because if I
College of
remember correctly,
Winterhold.
isn't the College of Winterhold?
Yeah, the College of
Yeah,
Winterhold's in Skyrim, and Skyrim's like that way. It's like over
Yeah,
these
but
mountains.
what I'm saying is, like, I don't think you could. Yeah, you couldn't actually see it from Cyrodiil because, like, the mountain ranges. Rick says, I have to agree that it's working, can't argue with the results, and then immediately after I never post my doodles. That's the worst anyone has ever done it. Well done.
Look,
So,
I also see Rick says I had like a 30-second delay. So, yeah, that might not be your internet, Ricks. Unfortunately, South African internet's playing real hard and loose with us today.
yeah, Callum and I have been battling internet issues the entire day. Yeah, I think Doodles, you're right. I think you could see Solitude, but I don't. If I remember correctly, the College of Winterhold is in a valley, like it's in an actual depression.
No, it's on a mountain.
So you wouldn't.
But it's like by...
Is it?
Yeah, it's by a like ocean.
Oh, okay. Then I must be misremembering.
Although
'Cause,
no, I
I
might be
feel
thinking
like
of
I remember-
Solitude. But Winterhold is
Wait.
very much north, so you wouldn't be able to see it because it's like more that way than
Ugh.
anything.
Okay, hang on, everybody. I'm just gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google a map.
Cool. I have a question
No,
in the
you
meantime.
couldn't. Yes.
Well, like if I shoot a fireball straight up, you can kind of see it until it disappears into the clouds, which is like
Yeah.
amazing draw distance. Since fireballs in this game are just like magical energy that takes the shape of fire, is
Yes.
it like a Kamehameha where if you shoot it into space, it'll just keep going forever until it hits something? So if I just do this, will the fireball keep going until it hits a different planet or like a meteor or something like that?
No, the fireball will dissipate. Because like once you think of it like launching a rocket, except when the rocket runs out of fuel, it explodes.
Oh, okay.
But
But the thing is, like, I
so, like-
suppose because it's just energy, the Kamehameha can just like stream forever.
maybe it's hard to say if it's like particle wave duality applies to Kamehamehas.
Ah,
Like.
okay. So the rough thing is, for the second time in this stream series, I've lost Martin. I don't know where Martin or
Okay.
Joffrey are. We might have to wait like
Well-
an hour.
Sure. I have. Callum is right. Winterhold is in the north. However, I have looked at the map of Winterhold, and it is actually in like nestled between two kind of like mountainous areas. So you still wouldn't be able to see it,
Ah,
even if you. So it's like it's by the sea, but it's like surrounded by mountains, so I don't think you'll be able to see it.
I see. Why did I make a marker there? So here's a funny
Just wait,
thing.
like,
I waited an hour and they're still not here. I'm worried that I've truly... They're trying to climb the mountain as well.
wait like 2 hours. Oh, there they are.
Where are
No?
they?
Where are they? Maybe. Hmm.
Oh my god.
Callum, you lost the chosen one.
For the second time. And I can't
Again.
get into the temple because it needs a key.
Can you? Yeah. See, Rix is right. You might have skipped a trigger by going this wonky way up.
Okay,
Get on that
fine.
horse and
I have a question about the horse.
yes,
So I got given this because of a quest.
yes.
Oh, the lighting engine's fucked up a little bit. It's doing these, like, points of light
Well,
rather than... Yeah.
Well, it is Oblivion. Get on that horse and get down the mountain. I
Okay.
think you're gonna have to find them the old-fashioned way, Mister No Pants McGee over here.
So Prior Maybard's paint horse is now kind of my horse. Will it show up in, like, stables? Or is it just given to me for this mission? So if I teleport somewhere...
I think. No, I think after you complete this quest, you lose the horse.
Oh, that sucks. We get a horse from a quest though, right?
Yeah, I mean there are like the Dark Brotherhood. They'll give you a horse if you complete their ultimate quest line, and that horse can't be killed.
Are you sure that's in this game? I remember they give you Shadowfax in Skyrim. Martin, you're
Nope.
here. Where's...
Nope. I think that's in this game. Hang on.
Hey, Martin, where's Joffrey? Martin, I love you. I love you, and I'm always happy to see you, Martin. You're my little buddy. You're my friend. You're my main bean.
Yep.
Whoop, the sky turned
Shadowmere.
off.
You do get Shadowmere from the you do get it from Oblivion.
You get it in Oblivion as well?
Shadowfax is Lord of the Rings. Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Yeah, no. Fair enough. But I remember you do get Shadowmere in Skyrim if you complete the the Dark Brotherhood.
Yeah,
quest line.
Shadowmere is implied to be like a mystical,
Oh,
like,
is it
spurred horse.
the Night
It's-
Mother's horse or something?
Yeah, it's not a real physical animal. It's a manifestation of Sithis or the Night Mother or something like that.
Ah, I see. Hey, Martin, I love you, bud, and I'm glad that you showed up. I feel like Joffrey has the key, though. So I'm just
Did
gonna
Joffrey get like murdered by a bear or something in the woods?
cut to like just the woods somewhere where Joffrey sees us both teleport away, and then 5
No.
bears show up.
No, and then Joffrey and then it turns into that scene from The Revenant where Leonardo DiCaprio gets mauled by a bear.
Yeah. Joffrey's fighting
That's
a
what
bear
happens.
right now while like Martin and I are naming constellations. We're like sitting on a picnic blanket going like, you know what? The world is really pretty sometime. Cut to Joffrey. Ah! Alright, I'll wait another hour. If he doesn't show up, I'm revoking his world saving status.
Have you are you playing this with the with like survival mods or anything like that?
Nope.
Where you
I'm
have to, like,
I'm
eat and
on
drink?
PlayStation. Ain't got
Yeah.
no mods.
So I remember when I was playing with I think it was like when I played Oblivion, I would always play it with like a survival mode, you know, just so that like I could actually be motivated to like do things like eat and drink and sleep and stuff like that. Because if you don't, then I feel like because the thing about a lot of RPGs is every RPG has a level of simulation that they ask you to buy into, right?
Yeah.
Like, for example, with a lot of JRPGs, you're not buying into a simulation of a day-to-day lifestyle. You're buying into this grand epic narrative fantasy adventure. So if you feel like you're going around doing grand epic narrative fantasy adventure things, that's perfectly fine. But
Well, I
with
mean,
Oblivion,
it depends on
especially because
the RPG though, because like if you're playing a Persona game, then you do have a literal day-to-day lifestyle.
Yeah, no, but that's what I mean, right? I feel like it does depend on the game. And the thing about these Bethesda games is because they so zoom in so heavily on the player character, and like you can even play the game in first person. I feel like there is this disconnect between like the day-to-day fantasy adventure experience and like the grand epic fantasy stuff. And I Never Post My Doodle says, once I pushed a cart from Winterhold to Riften. Why did you do that, Doodles?
I didn't
Why
know
did
that you
push
could
a
even
cart from Winterhold to Riften?
didn't know you could even push carts in that game. Whoop! Oh! This horse has a mind of its own. We're going on an adventure, buddy, huh? You can't
Yep.
turn on a dime, can you?
Yeah, horses. Yeah, horses will do that. We had a horse at the last jousting practice.
Hmm?
It was full of beans, and the horse really just wanted to go. And every time we try to get it to joust, it just wanted to keep going. You know, it's like, okay, well, this horse has too much energy. We need to burn off some of the energy.
I have to say, one of my favorite expressions ever is "full of beans." It's so like wonderful and folksy. Okay, Martin, I need you to follow me, sweetie. We have to go pick up your friend Joffrey. He's betrayed us again. Jump.
Is the Joffrey AI bugged, perhaps?
Oh man, do I have to go find him? Which words?
I feel like I'm missing out on any of these. Well, yeah, which words do you mean, Rix?
Okay, well this
Okay,
is...
wait. What about this? If you fast travel away from the Cloud Ruler Temple, so like let's say you go back to the Imperial City or whatever, will these two guys be following you?
Let's test it. And I unlocked Cloud Ruler Temple now, so I can fast travel there. Let's go to
Doodles brings up a good point. Maybe you shouldn't have left him in Imp Bear territory.
Yeah, well, maybe
is
he
true,
should
Callum.
have. He was the captain of the Blades. He should have been more prepared.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Fast travel to Bruma and then see if he shows up.
Oh, I fast traveled to Wayne and Priory.
Okay, Rick says all of them: Shadowmere, Shadowfax, Dark Brotherhood, Demon Horse, Winterhold, Riften. Yeah, I mean, look, these are all just fantasy things.
Joffrey.
Fantasy RPG. You know what, Rix? What are you doing? What are you busy doing today?
Yeah, well,
like, how was your day?
What have you been up to? Tell us about a fandom you like.
Yeah, maybe we know something about that fandom, or maybe it'll be our turn to be like, what are these words? I don't know what these words mean.
All right, we've teleported to the cloud. Fuck's sake, guys! You were just with me at goddamn Wayne and Priory. Where are you?
No, Callum, I think you have to approach it by foot. So fast travel outside of Bruma and then travel there on foot. I mean, travel there manually. Don't fast travel to the Cloud Ruler Temple.
Okay.
I don't think it'll manage. And then Rick says, I tried beating Sans in Undertale. I failed.
Whoa. You fought Sans in
that's
Undertale?
rough, buddy.
That's an insane fight. I mean, I wouldn't feel bad about it. It is...
Yeah, listen, Rix. You should not feel bad about not beating Sans in Undertale.
Okay, I've left Bruma.
What is it?
Okay, do you have Martin and do you have Joffrey?
They were with me in Bruma, but now they aren't. What is going on?
Okay, we gotta troubleshoot this Bethesda RPG. Obviously.
Wait, no, I found them. Fucking check them into the stables. Because they're on horses. The game was like they need to be in the stables. Here's my paint horse. I saw a paint horse outside the city and I was like, why does it want me to steal this horse? Okay, come on, you two. We'll go slowly. Can you guys leave the stables?
Oh my god.
Oh, you're following me. Fantastic.
This is the true Bethesda experience.
Our stalwart hero. His two
taking the slow bus to get to... Game put them in the stables.
This is the best. I do. On the topic of like survival mods and stuff like that, that's how I played Skyrim for a while. Is I put in mods that well, for one, added cloaks with like heraldry from the different cities, and then road signs that actually, and like border markers so that you could tell when you were getting into like Riften territory and stuff. And I added in like it was called like Frost Peak or something, which was a mod that tracked like how cold you were, as well as like food and water and stuff. So you had to dress appropriately for different areas.
Yeah, I mean, that's interesting, because I feel like when it comes to these types of games, I don't normally like playing survival RPGs, right? I don't play your... well, I don't play Subnautica because I'm afraid of the ocean.
Oh, no,
but, like,
I feel that for sure. Let's look at this pretty sky.
You know, whatever survival RPGs are, etc., etc., I don't play them because I don't genuinely like survival games. But I feel like these games lack a lot of, like, immersion. So if you don't feel, and they spend all this time making food and drink and all this stuff, and it's just
unnecessary.
Like, unnecessary. Yeah, it's just stat boosts basically. And I'm like, well, that.
It's ultimately like a matter of it's that thing we say all the time, which was from that very famous interview of like players will find a way to optimize the fun out of a game, and that's because at the end of the day you will try and go for the most optimal route, which usually ends up being like the easiest to do. Like the optimal doesn't just mean best results; it means like path of least resistance. And then
by the way, I never post my doodle says I've never beaten Undertale or gotten past the first chapter. Any advice?
Befriend everyone.
Well, it's a rhythm game. Yeah.
Do not genocide on your first one. The impact from doing a genocide run comes from doing a peaceful run first. My first run, I actually got like the neutral ending, because I fought some people till I figured out like, oh, I can, befriend everyone. And then after that I got a peaceful run, and then I did the like, well, I tried to do the genocide run. I really couldn't. I was too in love with the characters.
Doodle says Minecraft is no fun when you optimize. Player farms them like a normal person. Yeah, I feel like if you're in a Minecraft situation, right? Like if you want to really highly optimize everything, just play Factorio.
Yeah.
Right? Just play Factorio. That will let you build a giant mega base that can convert resources into death.
Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec, Cyrus.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
You were behind the gate this whole time.
We have not had the honor of an emperor's visit in many years.
Well, thank you. The honor is mine.
You motherfucker. I've been waiting here for collectively... Don't walk away from me. I've been waiting here for like 5 hours, Cyrus. I'm the hero of Kvatch. People are already calling me that. Just let me in.
So, Rick says, I went straight to genocide because I specifically want to fight Sans.
Oh, yeah.
At one point, you actually stop caring about the characters to a degree. The game really convinces you to go on a genocide once you get the ball rolling. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to talk about, like, narrative consequences in a game like Undertale, because, firstly, you run the risk of spoiling it, and it's a popular game, but, some people do want to be unspoiled on it. But the other, maybe more difficult issue is just this, like...
Wait.
Your willingness to kill characters in video games is almost always related to how well those characters are humanized to you. Like, most people should have no compunction about blowing up the aliens in Space Invaders or Galaga or whatever, right? Because they're nothing but pixels on a screen.
Yeah.
But it's
harder in a game where they take the time to give characters personality. Because it takes... Yeah. I mean, you've played D&D, where, like, you come up with this grand epic story, and then your players spend all their time talking to Bongo Ongo, the goblin who sells pants.
Yeah. Snibble Wobble, the potion merchant, who is just a throwaway NPC then becomes an important.
Yeah, because you
Character.
gave him like a little bit of personality, and people were like, I want this. I want this person to be around all the time. Because people don't actually.
But also,
Yeah.
But also, I feel like a lot of my players do enjoy antagonizing me.
Yeah, fair enough. But I think it's mainly because like players don't actually relate to saving the world, because we don't do that. You know, that saving the world is such a like a grand concept that it feels hard to fathom. A lot of the time, it's like numbers above a billion. That's why whenever someone writes billion, they use the word billion, not the number. Because when the zeros get too big, it's like it's difficult for me to fathom how much this actually is. And
yeah, this is why, from a role-playing perspective, I don't like games where the stakes are very high. I always try to play games. If I feel like the stakes in a game are getting too high, we start a new game, you know, because I don't genuinely find a lot of the world-saving stakes to be that interesting. And I play war games where I feel like that is much better. Like if I feel like, oh, the fate of the world is on the line, let me fight with these 2,000 guys. You know, that actually feels like a,
I think
you know, like an actual army.
I think you can build up to saving the world. That's the problem I have with like a lot of modern series, because they do the shorter seasons of like 26 episodes or 13 episodes or whatever. You have to start with the world is in peril, you know? Because you don't have that much time to build up to it. But like with a lot of other ones, you can start with a smaller problem and then build up to the world once we've grown with the characters and gotten used to everything, and now we're invested, and then it feels like so much more of a big thing. Yeah, I mean, true, Rix. You're not like saving the world in Undertale. There's no threat. You just free them, which is admittedly still a big task. But the thing is, they only introduced that plotline in Undertale quite a ways into the game, once you've already experienced the world to a degree. The plot of Undertale when you start is you fell into this world and you're trying to find your way back. And then once you get more embroiled in the lives of the characters, you are invested, and they introduce like, hey, you know, maybe help. maybe this thing. I don't want to spoil too much though, because I think Undertale is the kind of game that you need to play without spoilers. I think I think you have to get into it.
It's a great game. If the premise of it at all interests you, you should just play it.
Yeah, it's real cheap too. And Deltarune, I believe, finally got a full release.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, which is the sequel.
I'm not. I want to say this. I'm not much of a. Like, I don't feel compelled to play Deltarune, if that makes any sense.
Well, Undertale was a very satisfying experience. It doesn't necessarily need a sequel, but Deltarune isn't like, as far as I can tell, it's not a straight up sequel to Undertale. It doesn't like continue the story, from what I remember. It's just in the same style and possibly in like the world of Undertale.
Yeah, I get you. It's just that I don't know. I feel like my tastes in video games, like sometimes I play a really, really crazy, awesome like narrative adventure, and then sometimes when I finish it, I'm like, oh, I want more of this. And then sometimes when I finish it, I'm like, actually, I'm done. You know, I don't really want more of this particular experience. I want something else.
Yeah.
And Undertale, I think, fell into that category of like, this was neat, this was cool, interesting stuff. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, I get you.
It's really difficult because the game became so popular. It became like one of the most popular games in the indie scene. Actually, you know, if you're looking at it in pure numbers, it's like one of the most popular games that's been sold, that's been made by like a single guy, you know?
Yeah.
Toby Fox, he did a great job. He's a good game designer, you know? He has a lot of an understanding of how to make interesting sort of gameplay segments. Like the concept of an RPG like Undertale, where rhythm-based gameplay is so integral to everything, is a novel idea, actually.
Yeah. And you see, folks, this is why we had to start a podcast, because once Emilio starts talking about something, he doesn't stop.
Yeah, I could talk for a while. Yeah, I mean, Toby's
you all expect me
unique
to be
talents, I
emperor.
think, are in
I'll do my
understanding how to
best,
write convincing characters
but this
and
is all
making
new
good
to me.
art and
I'm
making
not
good
used to
music.
giving speeches,
Mm.
If any of you
I
are familiar
wanted you
with
to
the
know
Pirate
that
Software
I appreciate your
saga
work in
that's
here.
currently unfolding on YouTube,
I
um,
hope I prove
you'll know that
myself
like
worthy of your loyalty in the coming
Toby
days.
Fox is he
That's
regards
it.
himself as not a very good programmer,
Thank you.
and
Well then,
he's a great example of what a not great programmer can still achieve if they finish their project, right?
Yeah.
Even if you're
What
not
your
good at
speech
programming
was
games,
didn't seem to
provided
bother
you actually make your
Blade
game
saluting
and
me
and you
hating me as
understand
Marx
how
had
to
said.
like
I don't mean
you
to
understand
sound ungrateful.
the broader concepts of
I
game
know I
design,
would be
it
dead
doesn't
by
matter
now
how
if
good
it
of a
weren't for
programmer you are or not, because
you.
you can program a
Everyone
game
expects me to
badly, but if
suddenly
it's a
know
good
what to
game,
do,
people
how
won't
to
care.
behave.
Like people don't care
I
that
want an
Toby
emperor
Fox
to
is not a
tell
good
them what to
programmer.
do,
His game is
but I
fun.
haven't the faintest
Um,
idea.
I do like the fact that Martin has just done his whole speech to the Blades, and they did this whole like epic cinematic thing, and the entire time you were like, so the thing about Toby Fox is that he said he's not a good game developer. Also, I love that Martin's wearing a necklace that looks like the Game Maker Studio logo while we're talking about this.
Yeah, Martin does look like an indie game developer.
Please, brother, you must play my new game. It's not a Terraria ripoff, I promise. It's a little bit of a Terraria ripoff, okay? Ah, man. Terraria is still going.
I never post my doodles. Martin is the people's boyfriend, right? He's the heir apparent to the Cyrodiilic throne.
Yeah. His love belongs to the people, but we are the people, so feel free to take it. I didn't know that they called him the Dragonborn. Does that mean that the Dragonborn in Skyrim could become the Emperor?
No, Martin is the Dragonborn because he has the blood of Akatosh, right?
But how does that make him different from the Dragonborn in Skyrim?
The Dragonborn in Skyrim is like an actual. No, wait, hang on.
It feels
Okay,
like
let's see if we
Bethesda wrote this line and then didn't think about it when they wrote the next game.
Okay, hang on. I'm on the wiki. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. So individuals with the body of a mortal and the blood and soul of a dragon, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so Tiber Septim, he was a dragonborn, which means that all of his descendants, or at least some of his descendants, had the potential to be dragonborn.
Okay.
And then your character in Skyrim is one of the dragonborn, but you're not descendant from the Septim dynasty.
Okay, so you're not.
Because the dragon.
Is this like a Genghis Khan thing, where like a bunch of people are kind of descended from Genghis Khan, but like a very small amount?
Matthew, what's up?
Hey, Matthew, you are using my profile pic here. I don't know what I did there. That accent got away from me in a big way, but thank you. Hey, welcome to the stream.
What did you say, Callum?
I said he's using my profile picture.
No, before that.
Oh, it's like a Genghis Khan thing where like a bunch of people are related to Genghis Khan, but it's such a small like percentage of your genetics.
Well, it's like at the beginning there were a bunch of like there weren't many Dragonborn, and over time there hasn't been many. But because Tiber Septim was a Dragonborn and he created a dynasty,
and he fucked a lot. Canonically.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that
Canonically,
necessarily.
He would have had to, canonically.
But
Uriel Septim definitely
dynasty...
fucked a bunch. He has like 7 sons.
Yeah, they all died.
Yeah, that's not a result of his fucking ability. That's a result of his like his security system.
But yeah, so you can be a Dragonborn without being related to Septim. How did Tiber Septim become a god? Well, I think he made a pact. Hang on, he made like a. Okay, why am I the Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls Expedition. I don't know that much about Skyrim.
I used to go on the Skyrim
okay, hang
before
on.
I owned Skyrim back in high school. I used to go on the Skyrim wiki on my phone in class and read about like werewolves and stuff. And that's where I found out about werebears. Does Joffrey have a ponytail?
Okay, so Tiber. Yeah, he does have a ponytail.
Oh my god. This is Joffrey's midlife crisis.
Okay, yeah.
But instead of buying a sports car, he bought a priory.
Okay, so Tiber Septim became a god after he died.
Oh,
So
a Hercules situation.
basically, yeah. So basically, he ascends to godhood after he dies. And that's like how that happened.
Did he go to what's the Valhalla in Skyrim called? It's it's not Valheim. That's a different game. God, what's the Valhalla where you fight Alduin? Because when you go there, they ask you at the door like, "Hey, what's your reason for being? Why do you think you should be accepted?" And you, depending on what like titles you got during the game, you can say like, "Oh, if you're head of the Thieves Guild, you can be like by right of plunder. If you're head of the Dark Brotherhood, you can be like by right of by Shadow's right or something like that." But maybe it's like Tybo got there and he's like, "Hey, I invented the Empire," and then they're like, "Oh shit, VIP section for you, homie."
Matthew brings up a good point. The only way to know you're immortal is if you've died.
Yeah, the only way to know if you can fly is by jumping
yeah,
off a roof. Don't jump off roofs. You can't fly. I promise.
Helmets.
I think my dad did that once when he was a kid. He jumped
What?
off.
Did he jump off a roof?
He jumped off a roof with an umbrella. Either he did it or he convinced one of his sisters to do it. And the umbrella did not
okay.
function as a parachute. And I think he like broke his leg or something.
Okay. Ouch.
Man, Joffrey's just like, I mean, not Joffrey. Well, Joffrey is waiting very politely, but Martin's like waiting here in the cold. He's like, "Oh, he'll answer my question in a minute." Yes, I've heard of your dad, Michael Poppins. How did you know? How did you know?
Please, Michael Poppins is my father.
Call me
Call
Mary.
me Michelle.
I mean, I do sing a lot, so if I learn how to float, I basically am Mary Poppins. Is she the one that, or am I thinking of Nanny McPhee, who gets like progressively more attractive the more problems she solves? I think that's
Nanny
curse.
McPhee. I don't remember.
That's a really rough curse because it not only like reveals. Because it has to operate on what Nanny McPhee herself considers unattractive.
Sovngarde. There we go. Thank you. I never post.
Would he have gone to Sovngarde? Is that where the gods live? It's wild that so many... Because if it is, it would be wild that that's what so many like cultures believe as heaven. All right.
Well, you know, you have to understand that the Nords are a very violent people, more so than real-life historical Vikings, right?
Yeah.
The Nords are like if the Scandinavian cultures didn't exist and only Vikings were Scandinavians.
I mean, that the Nords are like if like the Vikings were written by the Conan the Barbarian authors.
Oh yeah, by Robert E. Howard. Yeah. With more or less racism.
I don't know. I haven't seen Conan. I presume more.
I've read a lot of Robert E. Howard. I've read his Solomon Kane series. You know, he was a contemporary with H.P. Lovecraft, which is pretty crazy.
Then probably pretty
and,
racist. Probably a
in some of his stories, he's like one of those guys that was promulgating the whole like Atlantis ancient civilization myth. And like I remember explicitly reading about that in one of the stories, and they're like, there's like a blood libel discussion going on in there. I'm like, whoa, okay.
A what libel? What's a libel?
You know, blood. Don't you know blood libel?
No.
It's a concept. I think it came about. It's an anti-Semitic. Okay, yeah. So it's like a thing. It's like an anti-Semitic slur that accuses Jews of murdering Christians to use their blood to do rituals.
What the fuck?
So there's like a degenerated race of like the Atlanteans were like a higher people, but they degenerated when they started race mixing.
Oh
and
my
then,
god.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, and I'm just I'm just reading this book and I'm going, what?
Why do so many of these people have to be like this? I literally just want to watch Conan the Barbarian so I can see like Arnold Schwarzenegger like attack a wizard with a big sword.
Okay, I will say this: the Conan movies don't have a lot of this stuff in them. They might have some Orientalism,
Oof.
you know, because there's this idea of like, oh, you know, these cunning Easterners with their magics are no match for our like superior brawn or whatever.
I will okay, just I will say though, a lot of anime is kind of like that from the opposite angle. Where it's like,
yeah, look,
I remember there was one moment in a manga specifically where this dude who's like a martial artist just cracks a raw egg over some cooked rice and mixes it together and eats it. And then everyone at the table, who are all also martial artists, are like, it's the legendary egg and rice. And then a different martial artist tries to eat it and gets sick. And then the dude's like, it only helps you if you're Japanese. And I'm like, what?
Well, I think, yeah, that's, you know, it's actually, the Japanese do that. They do crack raw eggs into their food. But I think they can do that because Japan has a very, very strict egg industry. And like, there's so much additional protection to make sure that the raw eggs in Japan are actually safe to eat. But I will say this: I don't think the Conan, I don't think the Conan movies are really that bad. Conan the Barbarian is not as bad as some of Robert E. Howard's other stuff, that's for sure. And then Doodle says, the real reason to watch the Conan movies is to see James Earl Jones's horrible, horrible wig. Listen, listen, I don't know how. Who decided that James Earl Jones should be wearing that wig in that movie? But yeah, it's so bad it would go on like a list of like top 10 bad wigs in Hollywood.
Okay. We need to listen to Martin. Will everyone be quiet? Martin's gonna say something.
The Emperor. That's an idea that will take some getting used to. In any case, we need the amulet first. Maybe Joffrey will know where to start.
Fuck, I can't hear him say Joffrey and not immediately go like, ugh. Ugh. Don't trust him. He gives bad head.
Callum.
Yeah?
We are, I feel like it's 1:15. We're ending the stream.
In like 10 minutes.
In like 10 minutes, okay.
Yeah, we will stream for an hour and then, well, 9 minutes now. But I've got an eye on the time. Cringe, imagine actually playing the game. Alright, yeah, Martin, I don't need to know more from you. Thank you.
Don't worry about me, my friend. I know I'm in
It is
good hands.
kind of funny that Sean Bean was chosen to play Martin, and he just looks so young here, and in my original conception of Martin, he's like in his 40s, maybe close to 50, and here he looks like he's had a rough 30s.
Yeah, he's like 33. I mean, he's not as rough.
We got some things done. We got inside Cloud Ruler Temple.
We climbed a mountain with a horse. Also, I was right. Joffrey does have a ponytail.
Yeah, he does. Well,
if
he's
I
got
try
a
and
tonsure,
touch it, he goes,
right?
"Oh, is this my horse?" No, a different horse. Are you guys just like parking yourselves?
Well, listen, horses are the only self-driving car, right? Yeah. You know, a horse can remember the way home. So, like, if you're too drunk to ride back, your horse can get you home.
Yeah. All right. Come on, Buttercup. I'm going to put you back in the stables. Hey,
Yeah,
Joffrey,
Doodle
look, I
says
have a
we rode a
horse.
horse badly, so badly. Listen, we still got here in the end.
Joffrey,
I don't approve of Callum's horse riding abilities, but we definitely got here in the end.
Joffrey, look, I have a horse. Check it out.
Also, if your character did not have scales on their legs, I feel like your thighs would be chafed.
Yeah, my
heck?
thighs. The thing is, I'm not actually an Argonian. I've just been riding this horse without pants for too long. That's why I have scales. Gonna park you there. Oh, you deposited me inside of another horse, which I don't appreciate. Let's go see if we can steal a katana.
Hail.
Great Hall? No. West Wing? No.
Good morning,
I think there's a training hall somewhere.
Yeah, give me... Where's Weapon Hall? Where's Cool Shit Hall?
Go into one of them. There must... I think it's like on the ring of the inside.
Oh.
So go into one, and you should be able to get access to...
Well, we may as well start with the Grand Hall then. But we're getting a katana before the stream ends.
I want to say that the East Wing is where the barracks is, but that's just
That's speculation.
a guess.
This is a huge
I don't wanna-
fight. I found katanas.
I don't think you can take those, though.
But they're not helping anyone. That's also a rough, like, ornament. It's the only ornament
West Wing. All right, West Wing.
It's the only ornament I know that if, like, you know, there's a mild tremor on top of this
East is the
mountain,
dining hall.
it will
All right.
kill you.
Well, Doodles, I tip my hat to you and your superior knowledge of this place. It has been a while since I've been here. I do remember that these guys are like a mix of Romans and samurai.
Well, these ones are samurai, because... Wait, what do you mean I'm stealing this? I just brought you your king, dickhead. Give me stuff.
Hey, Munchkin by proxy. Hello.
Hey, Munchkin
Hi,
by
just
proxy.
wanted to let you know, I started Oblivion again, but with a spell sword build per your suggestion, and enjoying the game so much now. Yeah, spell sword is a lot of fun to play.
yeah.
To be honest, because the game is designed around magic, and to just completely cut yourself out from magic takes away a lot of very fun, interesting builds that you can do.
Farewell.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, why am I stealing? I should own this goddamn temple. I brought you your king.
I don't think it works like that, Callum.
The
I think
least-
Martin owns this temple.
The least... Well, Martin owes me, okay? Like, I've done Martin so many solids over the last few days.
I guess if you asked him, hey, bro, can I just have a katana?
He won't
He would
give
give you
them
one.
to me. He doesn't have a
Well,
hey
actually,
bro
no,
option.
no, they won't give you a katana because you're not a blade, right? You have to join the blades to get a katana.
Good evening, sir.
How do I join the blades?
Like- You have to talk to Joffrey, I think.
Yelf. Yelf.
Okay,
You have proven yourself a loyal servant of the Emperor. As worthy as
I
any
never
of the
post my
blades to
doodles.
stand
Is
by
Martin
Martin's
your
side
ideal
during this
man?
crisis.
Like, oh,
As
I
the
feel like I'm
Grand
learning
Master of
something
the Blades,
here that I'm
we
not
will be
supposed
honored
to.
accept you into our order. Will you join us?
If I recall from an earlier
Yeah.
stream, I never post my doodle's sister was super into Martin, and then they weren't really. But throughout the course of these streams, they have converted to the Martin camp.
Well, you know, I feel like you get a rough-looking 30-year-old who is voiced by Sean Bean, and yeah, you know, I can see how that would do it for some people.
That's my cross to bear, unfortunately. A lot of people don't know that I am voiced by Sean Bean. What are my
The
duties
blades
as
are
Yeah.
sworn
blades?
to the service of the
Yeah, that's why
Emperor,
you always
and
die
you
in
are
every
representative of the dragon blood
in
of
every
the
game that we
divine
play.
temple.
Yeah.
Obviously.
In every video we do, I die at the end. I get killed off screen. Should we join the blades?
Yeah, and then you come back. Well, there's no reason not to join them.
It is my
Cool.
honor to welcome you into our
What would
ranks as a
what would
knight
your
of the
Argonian friend do? Would he join the Blades?
Well, he did. I think he joins the blades for the same reason he joins everything else, which is to get free stuff. Like a katana.
I would think that he thought that he was already a blade.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this Argonian is secretly an assassin that helped kill the Emperor. That's the fiction we're going with. But he thinks the word merchant means assassin. Which is why his class is
okay.
merchant.
Yeah, okay. Well,
All right.
I
Well,
do like the katana as a weapon. I feel like nowadays, especially because of like online sword bro culture, katanas have been very much maligned. I think they're really pretty swords. I can see why people collect them. And if you have a big enough one, it doesn't really matter that the hand protection is weak. Like I have a Miao Dao, which is not a Japanese weapon, it's a Korean weapon. But it's really dang good. And against longswords, it's pretty much undefeatable because it's so quick. I can move that sword faster than the longsworder can. And provided I can keep my distance, I can run them through before they can get to me. Because it's such a light, nimble sword. I don't need two edges. I have all the maneuverability I need. It's just like, yeah, I mean, it's a effective practical weapon. But it doesn't have good hand protection, so obviously that's an issue. And it only has one edge, so that's an issue. But not everything has to be so super optimized.
Emilio,
Yes.
everything is free.
Yeah, because you're a blade now.
Yes. Where's the blade's armor? I saw some earlier. I must go and get it. I have to see what it looks like without pants.
Welcome aboard, sir.
What's up?
It'll be an honor to serve with you.
If you know a little bit about Japanese history, you'll know that the Woku pirates, who were famous Japanese pirates, a lot of them were Ronin. They often didn't wear any pants. When they would wear the do, which is the chest plate, but they wouldn't wear any pants. When they're doing their piratical activities.
Yeah.
Which is that's a fun fact for you.
Homie! This looks sick as hell. Look at this. Is this weaker than the steel cuirass? That sucks, because it looks way better. Holy crap, the blade's armor looks good now.
Yeah, wow. They really did the whole, it's Roman armor but samurai styled.
Yeah.
Like those shoulders are archetypical like Roman lorica segmentata, but the whole styling is very much Japanese.
The
Cup of
shield
tea
is
and
beautiful.
Matthew says joins guild, immediately starts looting, refuses to elaborate. Hey, it's not looting if you're part of the guild.
That's just being a main character in a Bethesda RPG. Also, my
it's like
shield...
saying, after you join the library, you can't take out any books.
Yeah.
You joined the library, so you get to take out books.
So I'm using the Dremora Caitiff shield. It looks like a steel Furby.
Yeah, it does.
Can
It's stylized after an imp. I
mean, but like you can see what I'm talking about, right? Like the middle section there is the two red eyes, and then there's the beak, and then the little Furby ears.
Yeah, I totally see it.
So this is my Furby shield. All right. Well, we're wearing the blade's armor, but I love the boots. The boots rule. I mean, clearly
it's quite a look.
Clearly, we're not here for fashion. We're here for fashion, not for practicality. So it doesn't matter if it's weaker.
What I would always do is that in reality, most of the armor in the game, its defensive abilities is fairly weak. So whenever I would get a piece of armor that I would like, I would always enchant the armor with like a shield enchantment, and that can protect you much better than just the basic plate armor can.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go. Wait.
Because that's like spell sword bills are like what I would normally do for. Well, they're paladins, but spell sword bills. But if you get good at enchanting, you can make any kind of equipment the best equipment that you can get because you can just stack huge high-level shield buffs on it. But I think we are actually at the time for the stream.
Let me organize the sort of like screen we're gonna end on. I have a vision. So in the meantime,
okay.
Why don't you tell people what they can expect from the channel in a bit, and also what they can check out on the channel.
Right. So you guys should be checking out all of our shorts content because Callum is working really hard. Say thank you, Callum. To produce a bunch of really fun, really cool shorts for us. Some of it is from the stream. Some of it is just, funny stuff. You should watch our videos. We are going to do another Warhammer podcast. That was a lot of fun. So we are eventually going to get to it when I am not drowning in work, as I am currently. And Callum and I are also working on our own videos. Callum's video is going to be about Digimon. I'm going to be talking more about Warhammer. So we do have content that is coming, that is expected, just sort of getting by. And yeah, hopefully I will also be able to be on more streams, because this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Alrighty. Thank you so much for watching. Check out all of the stuff Emilio said. Like, subscribe, go to our Patreon if you want bonus content. And remember to stay safe, stay calm, stay watching, stay a horse, and stay magical, everybody. Good night.
Goodbye.